how to create your own custom packages and all of the ways to use them within your AutoFluent software. For all intents and purposes, a package is a container item. The package does not work by itself, but relies on all of the items that you place inside of it. In order to begin creating a package, you will first need to know what the purpose of the package is, and what items you will need to add to it from inventory, or further, what items you may need to create in your inventory before you get started. Click on Inventory Entry. First, let's look at a sample package that's already been created. In this new tire installation package, you can see that parts, fees, labor items, and even a subtotal have all been added to this package. By entering the single catalog number of the package itself, all of these items will be added to the work order or quote. Within the body of the package, you have a great deal of formatting options. You can insert a line in the package, delete a saved entry, or undo unsaved changes by using any of these three buttons. If this package will have a fixed total, you can set that amount here. With this drop-down, you can choose the way that the package title is displayed. You can also decide whether you want the package to display normally or have the contents hidden with this drop-down. Each line that you enter can have its own custom settings. If you would like to set a price that overrides what the item is normally sold for, enter it here. You can also toggle whether this override price is used or not by clicking this box. If the item is an optional item with this package, click this button. When the package is added to a quote or work order, you will be prompted whether you want to add these items marked as optional or not. With each of these lines, you can mark whether an item should be printed in bold, italics, or both. Probably my favorite feature in this window is the ability to have lines that can be hidden when printed on a work order, quote, or invoice. This is extremely helpful if you would like to print instructions or reminders for your technicians that will only display on the monitor and not be printed. You can also type notes on these lines that will be included on the package. They do not need to be a catalog item. They can just be randomly typed notes. To create a new package, click the New button on the top of the inventory entry form, and from the drop-down for Type, select Package. Like any other inventory item you create, you need to give this package a size item, a catalog number, and a description. You'll need to populate these fields before you can add items to the package. To add items to the package, you can choose to type in the catalog number or select the item through the inventory search interface by clicking this drop-down. You cannot insert an existing package into another package, and you will get a warning if you try. If the parts you need to add to the package will be sourced from an outside vendor, you can use an outside part item and change the part's description as needed. As a reminder, anything that you want to include on a package that you will be charging the customer for must be an item created in inventory. It cannot simply be an item description and an entered price. If you need to add additional items to the contents of a package that you have added to a work order, and if the package has a fixed price, the price of the newly added item will be added to that fixed total and not be absorbed in the price of the package. Another item that you can add to a package is an email. This email was created to add to an oil change package. You can create your own custom email items and set them to send at a time in the future. In this case, 3 months after the customer buys the package that has this email attached, they will get an email reminder that it might be time to get their oil changed. Once added to the package, you can set display rules so that this email will be attached to the package but will not print on the work order or invoice. Once you are done adding items and formatting your new package, click Save Changes at the top of the screen. If you are creating a series of very similar packages, you can click the Copy button and it will copy all of the information entered from the selected package into the new package. You can then simply change the different items and save your changes when done. Once you have created some packages, you have several other uses for them other than just adding them to a quote or work order. If your package is something that is included every time you sell another item, you can set the package as the next linked item. This function is commonly used when you want to include an installation package to a new tire or wheel. To link the item, simply go to the item in inventory and add the package as the next linked item. If you would like to attach this package to a great deal of items at once, you can use the Price Changes interface. Find the selection of items that you want to attach the package to, go to the Linked Items tab, add in the current linked item, and update your inventory. If these packages will be used often, you can use them as one-click services in the work order or quote screen. Open any work order or quote and click the OneClick Services button. To add a new item to this interface, click the Configure button. Here, you can select a photo to represent the service, enter a caption, and the catalog number you are linking to this button. A complete walkthrough of creating OneClick Services is available in its own video. Another use for packages is linking them to items that you have included in your vehicle inspections. Click on Setup Entry, System Settings, and then the Vehicle Inspections tab in the top right corner. You can add a package next to the appropriate inspection item and save your changes. When the item in the inspection is noted as having a problem, the selected package will be used to create a recommended service for that item. Lastly, you can use your created packages in the AutoFluent Preventative Maintenance interface. To access this, go to Sales Entry and locate any customer that has a vehicle on file in the system. Now click the History button. This interface, which is covered in its own training video, will allow you to enter a time and mileage interval for every service you add to this interface, and when a service is recommended, it will automatically add the linked item to the newly created recommended service.